Good evening. This is the time to heal. And I'm going to introduce my two co-hosts for the night in a second. I'm your host, Shammy, a.k.a. Shampoo, a.k.a. King of All Blacks. And I'm here with you tonight. We have a couple of bullet points, and we're going to get into them. And if you want to chime in, you could do that via Super Chat. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that. To the show. It's very important. And, let me tell you a little bit about the show. Time to Heal is a show about domestic violence and issues and how to prevent. I hope, we do have solutions, and we're going to find solutions, but I think that I would like to prevent domestic violence. That's the key, prevention. You have kids involved in some instances, and so forth and so on. Let me introduce my two co-hosts tonight. Up first is Nisha. Nisha, how are you this evening?
I'm good, Sammy. How are you?
Good, good. Your phone sounds great.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Speak up louder. It sounds good, though.
Okay, good, good.
Good, good. And I want to let the audience know a little bit about you, because I really don't know you. I mean, I talked to you a couple of times on the phone to get ready for the show, but I really don't know you. So have you ever been in this type of relationship? Doesn't mean you have to. I had to have been, but have you ever been involved in a domestic violence relationship?
I have two, specifically. One when I was 18 or 19, and then the second one when I was, a full-grown adult. So, yeah.
So, how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking? I'm 55, so it doesn't matter.
I'm 30. I'm 35.
Oh, 35. Okay.
Yep.
So, tell us a little bit about the first. Well, let me introduce my second co-host, and then we'll come back to you. How about that?
Okay.
Dewana, how are you?
Yes. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Nice talking to you.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Yes. We all been going back and forth trying to get ready for the show. I'm nervous. I know y'all nervous to be on with Shammy. We all some nervous motherfuckers up on this mic. Oh, my God. I'm sipping some Coors Light. Fuck it. Shit. We're going to heal these motherfuckers tonight. You know what I'm saying? Nah, seriously, we're going to try to find out what we got to do. Y'all don't have to agree with me. Not too many people do on this type of subject. But I'm going to stick to what I believe. And I talked to a couple of people today, people that I love and respect, and they say, yo, I don't agree with whatever that shit you be talking about, but stick to what you believe. And, But anyway, tell us a little bit about yourself, Dewana.
Well, I'm 36 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I currently live in Staten Island. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm a co-host on No Filter Radio on TuneIn Radio.
Well, I didn't hear you.
I'm a co-host on No Filter Radio.
Oh, okay,
on TuneIn.
Okay, yeah, we ain't promoting nothing. None of that shit.
No. I'm just saying. You just asked me what I currently do. That's what I do on the side, and I'm a singer-songwriter.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. So, have you ever been in these type of domestic violence relationships? Again, you don't have to be. You can still know.
No, I've never been in a domestic violence relationship, but I've been in a relationship where it gotten violent, but it didn't like progress and happen for years or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Just that it was times in the relationship where it just got violent. Yeah.
So I'm gonna come back to you in a second, Nisha. So how? Just we're gonna get to our bullet points, but I just want the audience to find out and me to find out a little bit about you two. So Nisha, what was the first time? Because you said you had two. You were in two violent. well, I don't know if they were violent, but in domestic violence relationship where obviously you didn't listen. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, just tell us. No, just in all seriousness, tell us about
well,
your first time.
I gotta see that she ain't listen.
I know it's coming. So,
you sound like him. Okay.
Exactly. So tell us, in all seriousness, tell us what transpired.
Well, the first one, like I said, I was 18. I just graduated from high school, but we got into a relationship. I moved out of town. I'm from the Midwest, so I moved to the West Coast. You know, it was a big city type atmosphere, and he was young. He was real young. He had a lot of money, and he, coupled with that and his immaturity, it just, it was different for him. It just was a lot, and so he was just. Plus, he smoked Primos. I don't know if you know what Primos are.
No, I don't know what that is. I'm an old nigga. What is that?
Primos are coke and weed together.
Oh, we used to call those rulers back in the day.
Okay, we call them Primos. So he
okay.
He used to smoke those. So I was 18. I think he was 23. But he had a lot of money. He was young. He was just doing a lot. So he was in that life, and plus he was on drugs and not a drug addict. Well, I guess he was a drug addict, but at that time,
not necessarily a person that takes drugs is not a drug addict, but
I didn't see him as a drug addict. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, he was very possessive, very jealous, and not trying to make excuses for him, but I think that partly the drugs that he took, because he smoked Primos every day, and I think that played into his anger.
Okay. Can you say rulers from now on? Because we up north, we know about rulers. We don't know too much about Primos, so just say he smokes rulers.
What is it, rulers?
Rulers. WOOLAS. Rulers.
Rulers. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, but yeah, he just kind of.
Did he smack you around? Did he abuse you? Did he? I mean.
Yeah, and how it first mainly came about is because I actually met his brother first. Mm-hmm. Like, I met his brother, and his brother was married, never tried to, come on to or anything like that. He was like, you might be good for my brother, my little brother. And I was like, okay.
Oh, so he didn't like you, so he passed you off like a football.
Oh,
no, that's cool if that happens. He didn't feel a connection, so anyway, go on.
He was happily married, Sammy.
Who was?
His brother, who I first met. He was happily married.
Oh, so you messed with him, and knowing that he was happily married.
No. This is what I'm saying. I met his brother first.
Oh, okay, got you. I got you.
Yeah, and then his brother, he talked to me, and I respected him because he, right off the bat, was like, he's married. He was talking about his wife. He never tried to talk to her or anything like that. He was like, yeah, so my brother, I got a little brother that, would like you. So I was like, okay. So we met, and then that's how it started. But anyway, me and his brother were close, and that was that bothered him. He always accused his brother and I of messing around with each other. We never did. That's what started everything.
Okay. So I'm gonna come right to you. I'm gonna come right to you, Dewana. And so, in other words, these relationships usually start off pretty much the same. You felt love, that he was jealous. You felt wanted. Am I right or am I wrong? Or get the fuck out of here, you fat nigga. What? Am I right or wrong?
For me, it was that I got cheated on and felt disrespected. So I put hands on first. So I was the one who put hands on first, and then it was just.
So y'all were mutually abusive to each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, listen. If it works, it works. That's all right. I'll get into my reasoning, and I have a little story too. But Dewana, so tell us about it. Are you dating now? Are you married? Got kids? I'm being nosy. I'm thinking. Shit.
That's fine. I have a son. My son is 20. He's in college.
Okay.
And I'm in a relationship. I've been in a relationship for 6 years.
Oh, but not with your son's father.
No, he's married and he has another kid with another woman. But we're really cool, and I love him. I wish him the best. Like, he's a great friend, and he's a great man, an awesome guy. Like, I don't wish him the best at all. Like, I don't wish the worst upon him at all. Like, he's a really, really awesome guy.
Could he hit it if he could?
No.
Okay, good.
We didn't have sex after we found out we was having a kid, and that was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we didn't have sex after that. We just decided to come together and co-parent, and we just great at it.
That's good, harmonious. So we're gonna go into our first bullet point, and please. Before we do that, I really do want to thank people for listening in on Time to Heal. I appreciate that, and you can chime in via Super Chat. You know what I mean? Donate to a little brother. You know what I'm saying? And get your voice heard. I will read all of the Super Chats. That's very important. And my computer doesn't go all the way up, but I will read all your Super Chats, and I appreciate you guys for listening tonight. So let me see the first bullet point. Dewana, can you? Let me pull it up on my phone. Can you take it away?
Yes, it's the former Polk County Deputy Sheriff arrested for domestic violence.
Yeah, speak up a little louder. Sound good, though, but speak up a little louder.
Former Polk County Deputy Sheriff arrested for domestic violence. A Polk County Deputy Sheriff resigned on Monday, September 4th, after he and his girlfriend were arrested for battery domestic violence. Russell Hilson, 40, was arrested for physically assaulting his girlfriend, 30-year-old Brittany Lange. According to Hilson's affidavit, a verbal altercation led to Lange throwing a Tupperware container on the floor. He demanded she clean up the mess and began to record her on his cell phone. Lange took the phone from him, went into the bathroom with her son, and locked the door. The affidavit states Hilson allegedly punched a hole in the door so he could unlock it. He then entered the bathroom and punched Lange in the face to retrieve his phone. She handed him the phone, and they each called 911. According to police, Lange had numerous bruises on the right side of her face and all over her right arm.
She should have gave him the phone back. Good.
Officers also observed the damage to the floor and believed to be consistent with Lange's statement of being assaulted by Hilson. Mm-hmm. She declined medical treatment and refused to go to a domestic violence shelter.
Yeah, it's a little more left, so you might as well just read that in, and then we're going to dive in it. Go ahead.
Hilson was arrested on the crime of simple battery and transported to the hospital for medical clearance at his request for back pain. Yeah, okay. Once he was cleared, he was transported to the Polk County Jail without incident.
Okay, now, there's a lot of little morsels to me in this story.
A lot.
Pretty much these stories seem to be the same. But everyone I read or look into, it's always a little something there. Now, we're talking about a sheriff. We're not talking about some, dude from the street. Well, he could be from the street. I'm not saying that because they're white.
Former.
I'm just saying, yeah, he's a sheriff, and he should, quote-unquote, know better. So what do you think? I'm going to go to Nisha first. What do you think about this story?
Man, I mean, I'm not surprised because, people in law enforcement are people too, and they know about the legal system, pretty well. So, they're normal people. And I think that I'm confused about one thing. Let me see here. She said she handed him the phone and they each called 911.
Well, go ahead, because I know what that's about. I mean, I think I know what that's about.
Yeah, it's something that I heard a comedian say, like, whoever gets the phone first, the other one is going to jail. So basically, he knew as a former deputy sheriff that normally the first person that calls the police is considered the victim, possibly. So
absolutely,
he knew that much. So he called he called them, but he still went to jail after they released him. But I just think that this isn't, to me, this isn't anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah. No. I listen. I understand. Well, let's go to Dewana. Let me hear what you think about this, and then I'll chime in with my little bum ass 2 cents. Go ahead, Dewana.
Well, I feel two ways. Okay, so one, she's 30, he's 40, so he likes authority, and then he's the sheriff, so he really likes authority. So I just feel like it's the norm. Like he knew that he was wrong, and so they both called. So he tried to call before her. So it's just like he knew that he was wrong, and he got beside himself, and he probably got too angry, and he punched the bitch out. Like that's what happened.
And
he punched through the door to open it and punch her out. Like so,
right?
Because at the end of the day, me being a man, and I was sort of like this person, like many other people. Yeah, I mean, I was, because men are weak. Some men. I'm not going to say all men. Most men are weak-minded, and women know that. So when I read the story, they were having some type of argument, and she threw something down, and she knows that the type of job he has. You know what I'm saying? So this is, sometimes people say, oh, the guy's angry because he don't work, and she brings the money home. So, that sort of ghetto scenario. But this guy got a good job. You know what I'm saying? He got a good job. He's a sheriff. He should know better. But he's just a man, just like Nisha said. He's just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So we are weak-minded. I can say that about myself.
Why do you say that, though? Why do you say that men are weak-minded?
Not all men. Some men are strong and know what's going on, know the woman's pushing their buttons, and to walk away. That's a smart man.
But not for nothing. Why would she just come in and throw a Tupperware on the kitchen floor? Like,
well, they were having some type of argument. Probably.
I know she didn't tell the whole story. I feel like the whole story was not told at all.
No. Well, I'll finish the story.
Neither parties.
I'll tell the story. They were arguing probably about something that has to do with that Tupperware. You know what I'm saying? It's always something little like that, and it starts off little, and she drops it. It must have been something in it because it said that he filmed her cleaning it up. So it was something in there. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, why you make what you make motherfucking burgers or something for, and you gonna heat up something in a microwave and Tupperware where you should have been. You know what I'm saying? It could be something so minute like that. Because I was like that. It's just so stupid. Yeah, it's sad. It's dumb. It's stupid.
I wonder.
Damn. Ignorant. Like, who wants to come home to somebody like that?
A lot of women.
She had bruises.
Ew.
And she didn't call. She didn't want. What the article said, she didn't want any medical attention.
No, she didn't.
That's normal.
Yeah, because
it is normal.
Yeah, she's telegraphing to you and to the police and to the hospital that listen. This is what we do. Yeah, I call the police, but that's what we do in the heat of the moment. But at the end of the day, we love each other and we going back to each other.
And then she had numerous bruises on the right side of her face and all over her right arm. So I wonder if that's prior
from previous. Mm-hmm.
Right.
And people, even today, somebody said, and they say the old standby, what if that was your daughter? What if this was your daughter? They always say that to me. And the simple answer to that is...
Yeah, what is that answer, Shammy? I would love to know, because I always ask that as well.
Yeah, I'm helpless. If I go and beat the guy up, I'll go to jail, and my daughter will 99% average that she's going to go back with the dude.
Wow, you sound like my male relative. Okay, yeah.
Because it's not anything that believe me, I'm not smart at this. I'm just a dude on here trying to do a show, and I haven't wait. And I'm a guy that likes to you know what I'm saying? I'm just a simple dude, and I was like that. So I'm trying to give maybe some helping hand on how to prevent getting beat down by a woman, you know, by a man. That's what I'm really trying to do for women today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he asks you to do something, just do it. If you love him, just do it. Now, if he's
what if it's something? No,
I'm talking about.
No, I don't agree with that.
Let me ask both of you a question. Do females enjoy fighting until, like, if you two are in a fight, you and your boyfriend or whatever, some dude that you seeing and y'all having a physical fight, once he hits you in the face, punches you in your jaw, is that when you say, oh, hell no, I'm calling the police? And then
I attack more like a savage beast, which is bad. That's my
who is this, Nisha or Dwana?
This is Dwana. Like, I shouldn't continue, you know, because I feel so disrespected that I keep going, and that's like bad. I shouldn't be doing that because I know I can't beat him. I know I can't beat him, but I feel so disrespected that I see nothing but red, and I just attack, and that's how I feel. Like, the disrespect, I feel like, then don't be with me if you're going to disrespect me that way. So that's where the anger comes in for me. But, I mean...
But all of that time, just like this young lady, I'm not going to call her stupid. See, a lot of women and men call women stupid. Oh, you dumb bitch. You going to stay with that nigga, and he fucking you up, and yada, yada, yada. No, she's not stupid. She's just as smart as... you know what I mean? She's not dumb. So,
Paul, can I piggyback off that real quick? I'm glad you said that because, like, my family and different people, like, why are you putting up with that? And, you know, it gets to a point where they just don't get it. But most of it, I would say, in my opinion, I mean, I don't know there's probably no statistics on it, but I say that 70% of it, of the abuse, is mental. These people are master manipulators. Like, they're abusive mentally. They make you. They isolate you from your family. You're all that. I'm all that you have. Nobody else is gonna put up with you. Like, I'm all that you have. You think somebody else is gonna put up with you and put up with this shit that you're doing? Like, no. So it's manipulation. That's the 70% of, I think, why women say it's the mental manipulation.
Yeah, and you don't know the difference. I'm gonna get to super chat in a minute. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find them. I'm gonna get to y'all because I really do appreciate y'all. So I'm gonna get to y'all. But listen, the mental thing is actually the strongest thing because you don't know if it's real or fake. And listen, anytime y'all got any questions, y'all call me on my cell phone because it's real. You don't know if it's real or not. You go on your, people are so good at it. You don't know if it's real or not. And most of the time, it is love. It is love. I called a hotline, a domestic violence hotline, to find out little pointers that I could use on the show. I'm not a counselor. I don't got no license to give nobody no advice. I'm just giving my opinion, and if you could use it, run with it. You know what I'm saying?
For me...
And they told me real quick, and they told me that don't ever try to tell a woman that man didn't love her. So I just start off right there. Now, what was you going to say? And then we're going to go to our second bullet point.
This is Dwana. I wanted to say that I had to take a step back and look and see why I was being so violent with the person, and that's why I said I was feeling so disrespected. That's why I was. I mean, I stopped because... I mean, like, really, why am I fighting the person that I love? And why am I fighting the person when, yes, they disrespected me, but I'm still with them, you know? So let's try to work through it and see why this is happening. Like, this is not a way to communicate. So, I mean, it turns out to be okay in the end. And Here I am.
And let me just read these couple of these super chats, and I'm gonna come right back to you, Nisha, and then we're gonna go to the second bullet point.
Mm-hmm.
The second holds my backyard 33. Hello, Dwana, singer-songwriter, huh? Can the people hear a little something? Well, come on. He put you on the spot. The music for the streets, my man. Kansas City, Missouri to Dallas, Texas. Run Tell Dat. My man Joe Rogan, we need to hear the dirtbag perspective, Shammy. Well, I don't know about that, but thank you for chiming in with your super chats, and keep them coming. Because, listen, it ain't about the money. It's just I want to hear, what people, the feedback. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the only way I can acknowledge it via super chat. So, Nisha, you're going to read the second. Let's go into our second bullet point.
Okay. A 12-year-old boy stabs man to stop attack on mom.
I hear a television. Wait, real quick. I hear a television something in the background. Just turn everything down. I know we all knew it. I do the same shit. Just turn everything down for the rebroadcast. Rebroadcast. I want everything down. I don't think I hear anything anymore. Everything's down. Your computer, your TV, all that shit.
Yep, I don't have nothing.
Shut that baby up, put him in the closet or something. Shit. Nisha, you got any kids?
Yeah, I have a son. He's 16.
Nisha, okay. And Dwana, your son is in college.
Yes.
Okay, so we got 1 and 1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Okay. So Nisha, let's you can take it away. Take it away. The second bullet point. Let me pull it up on my phone. Okay. Wait, let me get ready. Bang, go ahead.
A 12-year-old boy in Michigan stabbed a man 4 times in the back in a desperate attempt to save his mother from a domestic assault, authorities said. Deputies from the Chippewa County Sheriff's Office...
Speak up a little louder.
Okay. Deputies from the Chippewa County Sheriff's Office responded to a home on Lake George Road on Sugar Island about midnight on Monday after receiving reports of a domestic disturbance involving gunshots and a stabbing, WLUC reports. Chippewa County Sheriff Michael Bittnar said the adult male suspect fired several rounds into the floor of the home during the alleged assault, prompting a 12-year-old boy to stab the armed man multiple times before running out of the house with his mother through a back door. The suspect allegedly fired several shots at the woman and her son as they fled toward the St. Mary's River, which separates Michigan from Canada. Both the boy and his mother were later found by responding officers in good condition. The suspect was arrested several hours later and remained in custody as of early Tuesday, Bittnar confirmed to the Post. This case is still ongoing and the report is not finished yet, Bittnar wrote in an email. As you can imagine, this investigation has many moving parts.
I'm just going to let you keep reading because I want to see how you read. You read very well. Go on. I would have cut you off already, but go ahead. Just keep reading. Might as well finish up. Ain't but a little bit left.
So you got to bring me out. Okay. It will be sent to the prosecutor's office for review for charges. The suspect had not yet been arraigned as of early Tuesday. Investigators are considering multiple felony charges against the man, including felonious assault, aggravated domestic assault, reckless discharge of a firearm, and felony firearm possession, WLUC reports. Investigators do not believe the boy and the suspect are related, Bittnar said.
Okay. Now, this story is part of the problem. What I say a lot of times that let me just see what you guys think. Nisha, you go first about this story because I see a couple of things in here that just shouts out to me.
You know, I'm sad for the boy, obviously, for obvious reasons, that he has to, that's something that's going to follow him for the rest of his life. It might not be legally follow him, but mentally, he was 12, he had to stop someone from abusing his mother, he stabbed him. So, that's going to follow him. And then, another a trend that I see a lot is that most of these men that abuse these women that have children, they're not the father of the children.
Yep.
You know, so, you know, and then to see and he's a boy, you know what I mean? And to see a boy, for a boy to see another man, you know, one, that's not his father, two, just to see another man, like, putting, you know, his
beating
hands on
his mother's
mother.
ass.
Yeah, like, it's so many things just bad.
And sometimes he sees her going back to the dude.
Yeah.
This story is not, unfortunately, it's not unusual.
No.
I'm not saying y'all too, but I've seen it before in my own family. When women have kids and you know, and it doesn't work out, I'm not saying that, you know, that everybody got to get married that has a baby by that person. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, a lot of women, I don't want to use the word desperate, but they get into where they think that, especially if they got 2 or 3 of them, they say, oh, man, I got to take anybody that says hello to me. You know what I'm saying? And then after a while, you start loving that guy more than your own kids. This little boy could have got killed. And I fault the mother. I really don't fault the guy. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, where's the father? Where's his dad at, though? Like, why are you just faulting the mother? Like, where's his father?
That's what I'm talking about. When you know, you have to. I was telling my wife the other day. When people go out on a simple first date, just simple, you still have to look at this nigga as a potential mate, huh?
Everyone's on their best behavior on the first, like that mental.
Yes.
So like you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
They put on a whole nother face.
You know,
facade. Both people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not going to come out. I mean,
you have to have your antennas up. You have to have your. Unfortunately, these days it's even worse.
But the problem is, every boyfriend that the mother has, they make it like they move them in so fast.
Exactly.
Like they have them chastising their child so fast. You're like, I have a father. Like, I mean, I don't know in this case if the father came around or if he saw him on a regular basis. But
we won't know that. But
but really, the child stabbed him. He stabbed him 4 times. I feel like. To stab somebody is personal. That means that you saw him beating your moms on a regular basis.
Yep.
Because to stab somebody 4 times, yes, he was shooting a gun, but stabbing to me is so personal. Like, it's just too personal for me. And I feel like once you stab more than once or twice, it's something happened before that made that little boy that angry to stab him 4 times. So I feel like it was an ongoing thing in the household. So
when I hear a woman say, "Oh man, I love my kids and I do anything for my kids," it sounds good, but you can't put a man before your kids under no circumstances.
Right,
you can't do that.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be that she's putting before her child. You know what I mean? It's just
the sex
like
is good, or what? I mean, what is it? Y'all should tell me. Because
mental manipulation.
But y'all supposed to be so smart. You're supposed to be above us in the mental department. I know y'all are.
But you know what happens? You know what happens over the years from the heartaches and the heartbreaks? You get a little weak as a woman. I think so. I've seen it in family members. Like, over the years, I felt like they just settled for anything. And it was just from over the years being with different men. After a while, they just like, you know what? Here I am. Here he go. It is what it is. And they just let this guy do anything in their household. You're like, you would never let this happen. But it's like they get weak over the years. And it's...
But we got to try to not only we have to try to prevent this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can't just like, you know what I mean? People say, oh yeah, well, I know what's the solutions and all that. Listen, I know solutions, but at the same time we got to prevent this stuff. We got to prevent it. You know what I'm saying, don't. It sounds.
It's
corny.
true. Yes, there is ways to prevent it. There is
don't
ways.
Be so quick to have sex with the dude. Don't be so quick.
For me, I didn't have
Right?
You can't have a lot of men around your child. Like, I didn't. I just couldn't because I felt awkward. And so with that being said, until I felt like there was someone that was going to be in my life long term, 4 years, then. But if that wasn't the case, then I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. You're not going to even meet him. Like, that's how I feel.
I'm starting to believe. I'm really, it sounds crazy. I'm starting to believe in some of these so-called, people like to say so-called third world countries or whatever, when they have certain rules of marriage. And I really think that sometimes we need a little bit of that, man, because this is crazy. No
man really wants to get married these days. Everybody wants to just fuck. Let's keep it real. Nobody really wants to get married. There's not a lot of relationships. There's not a lot of marriages these days. Like, everybody is all over the place.
Shampoo, it seems like you're real traditional in a sense, and I'm traditional too. Like, when you say these third world countries have this type of, I guess, roles, men and women roles, like, I agree with that. I feel like men.
No, yes, I do think that. Well, now you have men that just want to meet women and move into their apartments. Like, they're like, oh, you got an apartment, you live by yourself, you got a. That's it. It's like, yo, chill, relax. No, who do you live with? Where's your place? Like, come on.
That's the type of woman. That's the type of woman when they get, and I'm gonna keep it real. That's the type of woman when they get, because I had a cousin like that. That's the type of woman when they get their ass beat and all that shit. I really ain't got no pity for them. Because you knew this nigga. You knew he was a bum.
No, yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. In some cases, they know. Yes.
You gonna call me up to come see this nigga? And you knew you picked the nigga up from prison. And you let the nigga hold your car. He had no license. Now all of a sudden he knocked you in your fucking head. You gonna call me? Fuck out of here. And then you gonna be back with that nigga?
That's
true.
Whoa. Maybe she thought you know what I'm saying? She was like his savior. You know what I'm saying? You can't automatically just.
Women always want to be somebody's savior. You can't be people's savior. You can't be people's savior.
And it ain't nothing like a stray dog that they could take care of and they can feed. He can't feed himself, so they got to feed him and walk him and you know, just like a stray dog. You know what I'm saying? And then when a nice dude that work and you know, and all that shit, he come around, they don't want him. I said this shit a million times, and it sounds like a joke. We used to go to parties way back in the day. Well, not two ways, way back in the day, and we used to act like we didn't work so we could get these girls from you know, yeah.
Chef, I want to say something real quick. I want to say this don't sound kind of crazy, but
does someone have a television on? I keep hearing, I keep hearing like a television or something. No, Nisha, no.
No.
Don't tell me y'all some lying motherfuckers. I'll jump through this.
I'm in a dark room.
What are you hearing?
Right, I'm not hearing anything.
Okay. All right. Nothing I could do. Okay. Anyway, go on what you were saying. As long as everything's off, everything's turned off, fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to bring up something that probably a lot of women won't admit, but the difference, like we're bringing up strays, it's a difference between, like, if a woman is getting abused by a man that has money, and a man that doesn't have. If a man that don't have money is beating your ass, like you taking care of this nigga, like. And a dude that got money, women are more apt to stay with a man that has money, that's putting their hands on him because he has money. But it ain't like you getting your ass.
Yeah, but I can almost understand that. I can understand that. The shit that I don't understand is a dude beating your ass and he don't have nothing. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't got no pity for you. I got more pity for the girl that stays with a dude that, you know, that's really doing something for her.
I mean, let me say this. It's wrong both sides, whether he has money or not. But I'm just saying, like, I've seen it. I've been there too. Like, women are, you know,
vindictive.
Wanna help me out?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Some women are crazy. And
and
they make it bad for the women that, You know what's funny? It's like the women that are crazy
I'm gonna
don't know how to
read
treat a
something.
man. They make it bad for. They make men turn into crazy men, and vice versa. And that's reality.
I'm gonna read something from the Quran. It's from the Quran. There's 3 stages before you know what I'm saying, to them, there's 3 stages of obedience. The first stage is the stage of advice, counseling and warning against Allah's punishment. A husband must remind his wife of the importance of protecting his rights in Islam. This stage is a very kind and easy one. But if this treatment does not work and proves to be ineffective, then the husband may resort to the next stage. This is Islam. This is not American Christian religion where everybody's equal and you're a man and I'm a man and I work and you work and you cook dinner and this ain't that type of shit here. Because I might start getting into this. Second stage, to leave the woman's bed. This means when, she didn't listen the first stage. The second stage is to leave the wife's bed. Or if one sleeps in the same bed with her, he will turn his back to her, not touch her, talk to her, or have intercourse with her. This is Islam. This is women in Islam. This stage is noticed. Okay, this stage, as noticed, combines both strictness and kindness. Although it is a very harsh practice on both, but if this treatment does not work, then the husband may resort to the final stage of discipline explained below. Now, this is after the second stage.
What's the discipline?
The third and final stage.
I need a comment.
I can't right now. I can't. Go ahead, read it. I can't wait to hear this shit.
Beating without hurting. Breaking a bone, leaving black or blue marks on the body, and avoid hitting the face or especially sensitive places at any cost. The purpose of beating her is only to discipline her, and never retaliation or with desire to hurt by any means. Islam forbids severe beating as a punishment. Now, if I was saying that to somebody, that third one, they would start laughing here. They would say, "Oh, you crazy, blah 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 blah." But in all actuality, we have to try something different, because what we're doing is not working. I see this shit too much, in my own family, too much.
So your whole family is thinking of these?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, like, what's up?
Whoa.
No, because in other words, you try talking, you love that person, and to love somebody, you have to discipline them.
But that's not your kid. Like, there's a way to communicate with somebody that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your mate. She's grown. She's your mate. She's grown. You can sit down and talk to her. You don't have to put your hands on the woman. Like, that's crazy. A woman is fragile. If a man knows that a woman is fragile and she can't beat him, why are you putting your hands on somebody that you can't beat? You're being a fucking bully.
Okay. I know what you're saying.
You're being a bully. When you're beating on somebody that you know cannot beat you, that's a bully. You're a bully.
You're absolutely right. Then why, if you know that, seriously, no joking. If you know that, then why would you try me? Why? That's the question I never get answered. Never.
Why would
try you how?
Try me. What's
trying you? Tell me. What's trying you?
You just said you Why would you put your hands on a woman?
Yeah, you could talk to her. So how is she trying you? What's trying you? Tell me what's trying you.
Let's put aside that men are physically stronger than women. Let's just say that, okay? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think women are mentally stronger than men.
Yes, we are. Yes, mentally.
Mentally,
yes.
Because you know what I'm saying. Y'all push certain buttons and we go off, then you call the police. I'm in jail.
Mentally, yes.
Yeah, okay.
But again, why would you want to put bruises on a woman? Why would you want to beat on a woman? Again, why would you want to see her cry? Like, I want to see the logic behind that. Why would you want to see her cry? I just see that's a person that loves to see another person hurt. That makes you crazy.
That would tell me that you are listening to what I'm saying.
Because you beat on her? What makes her listen?
I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying me as a man. I'm not talking about me personally, because I don't do that no more.
What makes you think she's listening? Because you hit her? She's listening more because you hit her? I don't get that. Like, to be honest, because you hit her, she's not going to listen. I mean, if she's a real woman.
I would do the opposite if I was a woman. I would listen. I love this dude, and I don't want him to fuck me up, so I'm going to listen. It's not difficult to me.
What about when you do listen? Like, I'm like the opposite. Like, I'm the one that when it happened to me, I'm like docile and meek. But it's like, in a way, that just only amplifies it.
Yeah, it makes it worse. When you sit there and you take it, they're gonna beat on you more. Like, that's crazy.
Disciplining your wife. How do you say it? Disciplining your wife is the will of Allah. If I was Muslim, it is. That's what I just read it. I didn't make that stuff up. He said, if I could boil it down, the first stage is let's talk, like you said. Let's sit down and talk. That was the first stage. The second stage was, this bitch ain't listening. I'm not. When we get in the bed, I'm gonna turn my back on her. I'm not gonna touch her. I'm not gonna satisfy her. I'm not gonna let her satisfy me sexually. I'm gonna disown her and see if that works. If that don't work,
then you want to put hands and feet. You can't.
No, not me. I'm talking from Islam.
Shampoo. So what are the solutions? Like, how do we?
The solution is this. The solution, and I'm not trying to be funny. The solution is this. If you don't appreciate it, which I think a woman shouldn't appreciate it, then just leave. Please, God.
What if you're
leave.
Financially, like, dependent on this person? Like,
like a lot of times that is the situation, and that's why they don't leave, because they're dependent on this person. And you know what's crazy? The reason why the guy is beating on the woman is because he knows she needs him, and that's fucked up.
But in that situation, I have sympathy for. Let me give you an example. I'm talking about my family. The other night, my niece, my daughter, my sister, my wife's sister's daughter, that's my niece by marriage. She was with this dude. I'm not going to call him a bum nigga because I kind of like the dude. He just smoke weed all day. He don't work. He don't do nothing. But he was a nice guy to me. I just thought he was a nice guy to me. Anyway, long story short, they just had a baby. All of a sudden, I was there. He started arguing with her in the room. This motherfucker picks up the baby and runs out the house. And not the house, it was a project. Runs downstairs with the baby. No, seriously, this shit was crazy. Right? Everybody looking at me like I should do something. I ain't doing shit. Ran downstairs. She ran down after him. Give me the baby. He's flinging the baby around. Young.
My goodness.
No, they was young. 25. I think she's 20. She's 18. He's 24.
Shampoo, you should have did something.
No. Let me
the
tell
baby's
you.
being flung around.
Let me tell you what happened. Okay. The baby's being flung around. The mother is screaming. She was going to get a knife. I stopped her. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get no knife. It was crazy. Call the police. The police come. She takes the baby back. She wants to press charge. The police talk to him, blah, 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 blah. What happened was we sent her to Florida with the baby. Like, and she, in her credit, she didn't say, I want to stay with him or nothing like that. She's 18. We shipped her off to Florida.
Yeah, but most people don't have that luxury of being shipped off.
There wasn't no luxury.
You know?
There wasn't no luxury. They don't have no money, and you know what I'm saying? I'm on. But anyway, this is not the point. The point is this. I told her, I said, if you come back up here looking for that nigga with your baby that you just had, and something happens to that baby, it's your fault, not his.
Wow. So she's already a victim, and then you're making her...
No, because if she comes back up here, you got to protect your child, because I know in
That's
about
true.
a week
Yeah,
or so,
like he was flinging the baby. So I get what you're saying. Yes, 100%. Yes, she should have been sent away because you know what? A week later, she would have been with him.
My wife looked at me like, what the fuck you telling her that shit for? She was mad as hell that I said that shit. I said, I don't give a fuck. And she come back up here with that baby after we paid for the plane. Not about money. We want to get her out of there because I don't know that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what people might do when they snap.
Yes, and plus you saw that it was a problem. So look, you go away. Yeah, that's. I just can't believe.
And to her credit, she didn't say I don't want to go. She said, yo, I want to get out of here. I ain't like what he did to my baby. I love that she did that. But she's 18. In a week or so, they forget about that shit. They forget about it and come back up here.
That's. You know
what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is they were mad that I said that to her.
She needs to take her baby to the doctor and see if it has...
No, nothing.
So you were giving her tough love.
We did all of that.
Oh, okay.
The baby's fine. And to be honest with you, I don't. The dude is young. He ain't know what to do. But these dudes is fucking nuts. These dudes is fucking nuts.
Yeah, they are.
He wanted to hurt her.
I feel like the younger abusers are crazy.
Yes.
Like, crazy.
I was just about to say that.
Whoa, crazy. Like, they make no sense crazy.
Plus, they're on drugs. A lot of them are on drugs, too. So
No, he just... I don't like to blame all that shit on drugs. It's just that people snap.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't know when it's going to happen, and you have to protect your children.
That's crazy. He did that in front of you and, like, was there other men?
I was sitting there going, yo.
Yeah, that's wild that he did that in front of you and other people.
And then now they're saying, damn, we shouldn't have sent her down there because there's a hurricane and all that. I said, Don't make excuses. You know what I'm saying? Because people forget. 3-4 days, people forget. They say, oh, you know what I'm saying? I told my niece, I said, yo, if he call you, do not come back up here. Get yourself together. You 18. You know what I'm saying? You already made a mistake, but you got a beautiful daughter. And you know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself and fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let me just get the super chat, bro. Let me get the super chat before we sign off. Damn, and people email me to sing a song, but I'm not going to have time tonight. That's crazy. People email me to sing, but I can't do it tonight. Let me get to the super chat real quick. Hip Hop I Tech Support. Me and him go back and forth email. That's my man. Shampoo on his cult leader shit. Appreciate you. Joe Rogan on the check-in. Shammy, you can't be Muslim. Your fake pork nose. I'm not trying to be Muslim. I'm saying we should use some of their teachings to teach some of these bitches. Lucky, not sure if you guys ever talked about arguing in public. Oh, that's that nigga shit. That shit leads to someone getting their ass kicked when they get home. Exactly. Church. up, bitch. And then shut up. No, seriously, shut up. You can't shut up. You gotta get the last word. You know what I'm saying? That's where it starts. Anyway,
that's something I've never done. I've never, yeah.
What? You never did what?
Argued in public. Like, I've never. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah,
you might be a good woman.
I am a good woman.
You might be. Hold on. King Pimpin 27. She will stay if he got dough or he fucking her right.
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
And Joe Rogan. I'm gonna say something about that real quick after we finish Super Chat. Joe Rogan. Stop lying, Shammy. If you got with a woman with kids, you know you would tell her, fuck them kids, bitch. I come first. Keep it real. I would say that. Yeah, I would say that. And then it's up to her to say.
I can see you say that.
Yeah, but it's up to her to say, oh, you like that nigga? I don't want to see you no more. But they won't.
That's fucked up.
They won't. All right, hip hop, tech support on the check-in again. Was you laughing this morning at the lady from Florida who got her ass beat by them two old-ass Indians in wheelchairs? I don't remember that. But thank you for the donation. JC, Shampoo, how many bitches you rabbit punched? Well, I had a few incidences back in the day, and no, I did. It was stupid, and I'm ashamed of what I did and how I used to be, and yeah, that's in my past. But it does cross my mind every now and then. I'm saying, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, hell yeah.
Wow.
Shit, my wife be talking shit. You know what, man? I'm telling you.
But what made you change?
That's the only time I'm glad I was like that. Because she does know that I could go back.
I heard you saying that on the show. You were like, they always know that you...
Yeah, that's the only thing good.
Like that.
So you brag about it so that they're scared.
No, you don't brag about it. You say, yo, I'm so glad I'm not like that. But in their mind, they be like, shit, this nigga could snap.
Yeah.
All right, JC on the check-in. A lot of females on the check-in. Thank you. Shampoo, how many bitches? Oh, I said that already. All right, King Pimpin 27. Have you ever wheel kicked a girl on the first date? No, come on.
Damn.
That's the third date. No, anyway.
Oh, damn.
King Pimpin 27. Support to the homie Shammy. Appreciate you. HB2N. Jersey Carter is a shame to the so-called black community. She's dirty and her feet always ashy. I hope that lonely whore chokes on a kosher pickle. Damn.
What?
That sounds personal.
He must love Jersey Carter, boy.
For real.
Right.
You must have curved him.
Appreciate you. No. In all seriousness, I appreciate you guys for listening, and bearing with me how as I settle into this position.
Yep.
Question from Star. Let me get it up for a second. Let me get this question up. Question from Star. Do tonight's two female co-hosts have any solutions to counter Shampoo's idiot logic of just leave?
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
I just go to the old, it's kind of cliche, but to walk away. And if you see things getting heated, if you know people's triggers and, you see things getting heated, to just walk away and yeah. I mean, I know that sounds pretty, I don't know, lame maybe, but just walk away.
It doesn't sound lame to me. Just
give each other 50 feet. Usually people cool off after, just give each other 50 feet. If the other person won't, just won't let you walk away, I mean, you just have to just walk away.
Are you able to swallow your pride and not get the last word and leave? Because that'll fuck a nigga's head up. I
always swallow my pride. Listen, I'm always the one, you probably like whatever, but I'm not the aggressor.
This is the one
nagging. Yeah, I'm not,
No, that's Nisha talking.
gets physical and that, you know, I kind of cower, you know what I mean? And it's different, but you know, but yeah, I
that's the way. That's the way you should be. The way you are. The way Dewana is. Don't be like that. Seriously.
The way I am, I'm not bad. I didn't say that.
No, you confrontational. You say, yo, I'll fight.
No, I didn't say that. No, I said at that point in that relationship that I got violent because I was being disrespected in a lot of different ways that I never been disrespected before in a relationship, so it was new to me. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I got violent, but it wasn't something that I continued. Like, I took a step back and looked at myself because it was something that was out of the ordinary for myself. So it takes a lot to do that, to be real.
I should really sing this little song. Not the whole song, because people did email me and they send me donations to sing. So let me get this stuff. Let me get this situated real quick. Hello?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me put this in my ear. Take a second. Bear with me.
What are you going to sing? What are you going to sing?
A tune. You young girls might not know this tune.
Whoa, I will know it.
But it's called Closer Than Friends. Send your super chat donations, because I'm about to sing. Dewan, I'm going to ask you something, too, after the song.
Okay, that's fine.
You ready? If you don't know how I feel for you, it's time I let all feelings show. I love you, and I won't ever let you go, no, baby. Well, now, we're just friends. Today you'll surrender to love so tender. I won't push you, but long as you know that my love is true. I'm just gonna get a little. I'm gonna get back to the show right now, baby. I had to do that because people donated to me and want me to sing. So, Dewana, first of all, how did that sound?
It was all right.
Oh, she said, fat motherfucker, you can't sing.
No, I didn't say that. I said it was okay. I
know. I sound better in the morning, actually. But
yeah,
listen,
I think
Dewana,
that you do, actually.
Yeah, I do. Dewana, so none of you, I heard Nisha, Dewana, before we go, do you have any solutions? Any solutions? You don't have to have solutions. I'm just asking you.
My solution would be I think the same thing is to leave, because I feel like, why let it escalate? Leave.
Yes.
Go stay somewhere overnight. Yeah, why let it escalate? Leave.
So you pretty much concur, and there's nothing wrong with that. You pretty much.
The problem is when you egg people on, when you provoke. That's the problem. That's when people snap, because you keep provoking. So why keep provoking the situation? Leave.
That's it.
It's not that serious. Even if it's for a few hours, find some place to go. Leave.
Now if he comes looking for you after you leave.
Now, that's where the problem is. Yes, that's where you got to call 911.
Exactly.
He loving you to death. That means that you're about to die.
Exactly. Don't stay in a relationship where love can kill you.
Yep.
All right?
It needs to be some responsibility on the man's part, though. Come on now.
No, we don't need no responsibility. All responsibility is on your part.
Oh, hell no.
We men, we dumb, we stupid.
The problem with men, they don't want to seek help. Y'all know y'all got the problem, but y'all don't want to seek help.
I don't need no goddamn
help. Y'all just
help.
keep getting in situations. Y'all just keep getting in relationships and beating on women without seeking help.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going to see a therapist, a relationship.
Yes.
Like, black people act like that's like a big oh my God, it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. Go seek help.
You know what? And last week I was thinking about that. I forgot what show we did the next morning because I got insurance for that, and I was thinking about going to talk to somebody. I don't do it anymore, but it does cross my mind, and it shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But
it's good to speak with someone that's not that's an outsider, that is not biased. Rather than speaking with a sister or brother or a father. Somebody that doesn't know the both of you, or if the other person
doesn't have any dog in the fight.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Right. Listen, I want to thank Dewana for joining me tonight.
You're very welcome.
I want y'all to come back. I felt very comfortable with you two by my side.
Of course, anytime.
Don't put your hands on us, though, Shammy. Come on.
Don't get out of line.
What
is wrong with you? So I tell you, I want my pork chops fried. Don't grill them.
He probably like us because he feel like he can manipulate us.
Yeah.
Y'all some dumb, naive motherfuckers. Nah, I'm just playing. No. Listen, it was nice. It was very nice having y'all tonight. Nisha, it was beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes,
your phone connection sounds excellent, and I appreciate it. Y'all made me feel very comfortable, and that's most important. That's Shammy.
Yes, it is.
Shammy.
Shammy.
Oh, God, don't sing that shit. Shammy. But anyway, I'd like to thank y'all, and appreciate all you guys out there for listening.